What's going on, everybody? This is your host, Gilly the Guru, coming live from the press box, episode 17. Coach G, what up?
Damn, I couldn't wait another week. Fuck, man. Jeez. You know what, man? When I was on my way to get those headphones, and I had a fucking flashback, bro. Fucking, there was a guy walking a big-ass fucking, it was like a big Doberman.
Oh, yeah.
Big-ass Doberman, right? And he was kind of casually walking it, and I came running out of your house, and the dog immediately looked at me.
Yeah.
And that's how quick it could have just dashed and, like, you know, fucking...
There goes your right leg.
Yeah, you know, or it's shooting to poof and push me down.
Yeah.
Right? But, dude, me and Mike were at a job site, right? We were probably early 20s, right? We're at a job site, and it's like we got to the job early, right? We got to the job early. We parked the truck, waiting for his dad to show up, or waiting for the homeowner or whatever. And we're just kind of sitting on the bed, and we're hearing a guy walking by. Or we're hearing someone walking by, and they're snapping their bubble gum.
Yeah.
And it's like snap, it's snapping. So it kind of draws our attention, and we go to look. It's the PG&E guy with like a stick to check the meters.
Yeah.
So he's going, and he's just snapping away and whistling while he's working. And he passes by a house, and a German Shepherd darts out.
Ooh. And
it's just, this German Shepherd was kind of like a lion, just sitting in his garage.
Yeah.
You know? And with this, we're in a cul-de-sac. And fucking, this thing darted like a surface-to-air missile going at us. And so the guy looks, the kid, he was a younger kid. He was younger than us, you know, has his stick, and he starts running backwards, like backpedaling, you know, and he's running across from sidewalk to like all the way across the cul-de-sac. He's going, no. And this dog is like a lion.
Yeah.
It was a full-bred German Shepherd with, like, it had all the muscles and it wasn't scrawny at all. And me and Mike are watching it. And in a split of seconds, you know, how are we stopping this guy from getting mauled? He's saying no. And he's going backwards, and he hits a car. Boom! Drops the stick, and the thing's getting closer and closer, and right when it's about to like shoot up and like shoot for his face, the homeowner comes in just a nick of time and says one word, and it hit its brakes and ran right back to the garage.
Oh man.
I don't know if Mike was, I think Mike was ready to help this guy, but I froze. Like, is this guy going to eat this guy and then eat us next?
Yeah.
You know, but I had that same feeling right now when I hit that corner. Like, damn, that's how easy that dog can, if that dog is well trained right there.
Yeah.
Because if it had any type of like, dude's just running right at my guy right now.
Yeah.
My guy's just walking, not knowing what's going on, and some dude's running at him. You know, he knew it wasn't urgent.
Yeah.
You know, Gilly.
Do you remember if that owner spoke like a different language?
Yeah, it had to be something in Russian or German, right? Yeah, it had to be some code word, because it couldn't be just, you know, swimming pool, or it couldn't be some, you know.
That's why most people don't actually teach their dogs like English. They teach a different language, so you know people don't understand it.
Wow, but yeah, what a crazy flashback, man. Yeah, off the subject, but yeah, jeez, my God. But how about freaking Santa Clara though, man?
Santa Clara High School.
But not even just that, just Santa Clara sports, high school sports. I mean, yeah, high school sports from football, obviously with Wilcox, right?
Yep.
But for the baseball programs, fucking A, man. Both teams fucking
made it to the CCS championship. Santa Clara High School, congratulations to them. They're CCS champs, bringing it back home. Wilcox High School fell short, 3-0 to Hollister. But I'm sure they'll be back next year, though.
They said that that's Santa Clara's first ever CCS baseball.
Is it really?
Micah was at all 3 games. So I can't even really speak for the Santa Clara High games other than I know half of the kids.
Yeah.
And watching it through Game Changer and Ask Town Mike. Mike was at all those games. So he was able to see it, but when it was announced that this was the first CCS.
Wow. That's
Yeah. Because, I mean, every now and then they have some decent team, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's not like football. Football is like what? For the last 40 years, 50 years?
I honestly, I don't even know if they even won the CCS championship.
No, I'm talking about Wilcox versus Santa Clara.
Oh.
That streak is like unheard of, right? It's like a 50-year long streak.
Something like that.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's like that in baseball. Maybe every now and then there's got to be a good baseball team.
Do you know actually the year of 2003, my junior year, we played Santa Clara High at Wilcox.
Yeah.
And everybody knows the streak.
Yeah.
Santa Clara had us on the brinks.
No way.
They had us.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter.
Uh-huh.
It was about $1:45 left. They're marching on us.
Uh-huh.
Driving. It was like 17-14 we're up. They get the ball to the 4-yard line.
Yeah.
And they cough it up.
No way.
They're
Kid makes a play and
nobody. I don't know exactly how they fumbled. I don't know if it was just an exchange from running back to the quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was. It was so long ago. But I do remember
you guys got the ball.
The ball was at the 4-yard line.
Damn.
And they had a big bruiser running back that year too. He was like a little bowling ball.
Yeah.
Handed it off to him, coughed it up at the 4-yard line. That was like,
and that's on everybody's mind, right?
Yeah.
Like as the game's getting closer, because should you guys have blown them out? And it's just one of those weird games, or they had a decent
that year of 03 for us at Wilcox, it was a kind of a dysfunctional group that we had.
Yeah.
A lot of players were out of position.
Yeah.
That's my friend A-Ray. He's really a running back. They had him playing quarterback. We didn't have a quarterback, so they just put him in there.
Yeah.
It really wasn't supposed to be there, but I mean, it was just everybody was off positions.
Yeah.
So it was just a really down year for us. I think we only won like 3 games that year.
Yeah.
But that was one of the games. But that streak should have been broken.
Right there.
Yeah, right there. And I was just thinking all the time, like, we're about to lose this fucking streak.
Yeah.
And as I was thinking,
are you on defense?
I'm on defense.
Oh man.
And as this happens, as I'm thinking that, this guy coughs up the ball right there. I look back at him. His head is down in the dirt.
Yeah.
Hands on his head. He was like, oh,
man.
Because he knew he just blew it. But,
and it was Wilcox going crazy?
Oh, our side was fucking, we're going nuts, dude. They're going nuts. But in my head, I'm thinking, like, there's no way we should even came close. It shouldn't have been like this, you know? But like I said, our team was just wasn't good that year. Like, we had talented kids on that team. But it just, you know.
And do you think that comes down to pressure? You know, like just that, or it just ball didn't bounce his way, or did pressure hit him?
I don't know.
Was it tense? Was it quiet?
No, I mean it was loud. I mean their side was loud. I mean the whole city's there. You know what I mean? So you know, and the thing he was balling all game. That dude was balling all game. He was balling all year for them actually. And it's just like I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure if one of our players made that play or it was just an exchange.
Yeah.
But whatever it was though, I mean it's just. I couldn't believe he made it. I can't believe he fumbled because, like I said, I forgot the dude's name, but he was a baller though. But it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, so for playing through pressure, got to give Santa Clara that love, man. Like Mike was saying, he said every game was electric, and then man, they win with almost like a no hitter, fucking at the end. That shit was that's dope. Man.
Yeah, well, I think they only allowed 2 hits or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
I mean, that's good. I wasn't present there for the Wilcox game, but how'd that go?
It was man. Fucking A, dude. It was dope watching the top dogs of Wilcox compete with the Cal kid.
Yeah.
Right? Because, I mean, he was, sitting 91, 92, you know, and top of the order were hitting him. You know, they were hitting him, and it just... You know, like a leadoff guy smokes it like 385, You know, in any other park, it's gone, but it's at, you know, San Jose Giants spot, you know, big fences, and stayed in the park for center field and went down and tracked it down. But like our guys were hitting, you know, it just, once it kind of got towards the end of the order, it was a little tough for them.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't, a 3-0 lead. I mean, the kid for Wilcox on the mound fucking pitched great. You know what I mean? He had one inning where they got to him, but it's like all they needed was, you know, in their mind, the kid's ERA was something outrageous.
Yeah.
I forgot what it is, but, you know, in their mind, they just need one run.
Yeah.
You know, and when it's 3-0 is seeming like 30-0.
Yeah.
You know, it was seeming like that, you know, so it was really no error for the Wilcox kid on the mound, you know, and, you know, so, I mean, he held him, you know, as much as he could, because they were putting on pressure on him every inning, you know, and just that one inning, they got it. And now they just, for the defense, is just, yo, don't make a play. Don't not make a play, you know, because there was an inning where their top dogs got on base, you know, with 2 outs, and I think they got a walk and got bases loaded, and good old boy Preston comes up. Freaking Preston comes up, and bases loaded. Kid's still pumping 90. It's 92 degrees out there. Kid's pumping 90, and Preston jumps on a fastball and smokes it to left field. I mean, it's clearing the bases if it goes like anywhere to his left or anywhere to his right. You know what I mean, MB? But he just smokes it right to him. And I mean, for being on time against this kid throwing 90.
Yeah.
You know, like if he was a little late, that's left center gap, you know, and how fast he is. I could just see him head first into home. You know what I mean? Because he definitely would have cleared the bases. You know what I mean? And it was just smoke pieced up, and the left fielder just had to run in. It was like 1, 2, 3 steps.
Yeah.
And bam, it felt like it was like a shoestring. Being there, it felt like it was, you know, shoestring catch, you know. But I mean, if you're thinking that's anything to his left, if he has to backhand that going down and get it, he has to dive. So you're making that decision, and then going to your left, you know, it just went right to him, you know, right to him, man. And so that was their inning. That's baseball, right? That's baseball. You hit it perfect, and he played you perfect.
Yeah.
You know, but that was, you know, I think 4th inning, and then guy just kind of got on cruise control.
Yeah.
You know, guys got on cruise control, and it's like, man, it's like when it got to the order where, you know, where the guys were just kind of struggling, like, do you know, lay one down to get this kid, you know, uncomfortable, you know, but it's like, are these guys practicing bunting on 94 miles per hour?
Yeah.
So it ain't that easy.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going to be that easy, but fuck, man, good fucking good run for definitely Wilcox, man. I mean, watching them play at Santa Clara University, seeing Elia on the mound, he went 3 innings. They had a quick hook on him. But he went out there and just fucking handled fucking business, dude. Sophomore kid, you win. You go to the CCS D2 championship. You know, I mean, like, to me, that's putting you in top 10 of CCS.
The D2 is big.
When you're, and it's Elia's ball. You know, it was just, man, dude, dope seeing the kid grow up. And when I coached that kid in Cooperstown, and I gave him, we won game 1, and he gets the Philly game. We're playing Philly on a little short porch. It's like 160. A real Little League feels 200. This is 160, and it's the Green Monster. And Elia went in there, and he just didn't have his best start. It's like when you're a pitcher, you know, sometimes you're not always on, and you're asking a 10, 11, 12-year-old always be on. And these Philly dudes came out ready to go, you know, and we went back and forth, and it was kind of like a quick trigger with him. It's like, yo, you know what? You went 20, 30 pitches. It's not your night. Let's just get ready for the next day. You know, just call it your bullpen.
Yeah, it's like you said, too. That's just baseball in general. I mean, you even see in the pros today.
Right, yeah.
Some of these best pitchers ever.
Yeah.
They just don't have it some night. You know what I mean? And it's That's just the way it goes.
And the great thing with this kid is, didn't have his best, his best night in Cooperstown with the team, but his next opportunity, he went against the best team we probably played that week in the Chicago team.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys were loaded. They had their guy, we had our guy, and it was like when you're riding out there, it's like, okay, when do we pull our ace? Because we don't want to waste our ace on a loss. You know what I mean? It was just one of those games, and man, Elia, it just shows where he never worries about what last pitch was, which last batter was, which last game was. It's just move on, move on, move on. You know what I mean? And seeing him grow up and doing the same shit, fucking at Santa Clara University, his fucking backyard. You know what I mean? Being a Wilcox kid. Maybe going to some games with our program because we go to one game at Santa Clara University, and for him to be on that mound. I mean, every year Jim has a kid throw the first pitch at the Santa Clara University game.
Yeah.
So if Elia wasn't the one doing it, he's seen his homie do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now you got the ball to get to, and dude shoved, bro. Dude shoved, and he went 3 innings, and then they go to Mateo. Mateo goes in there, and I think he goes 4 innings, flawless, and I forgot that score, man, but that was, to me, it was electric, you know what I mean? And
like 8-2, wasn't it?
Yeah, Cappuccino.
Yeah.
Cappuccino, and our leadoff guy, Tiendes, leads off the game. Like has maybe gets into trouble, but it's like a 1-2-3, they don't score, and then our leadoff guy comes up and smokes a triple. And then from then on, it was just, Wilcox took control. Like, it was hard for the Cappuccino team to come down to Santa Clara in their backyard because it was kind of like, they kind of took the shit over, man. But fucking definitely proud to see these guys on that run, man, because, 2 Santa Clara high schools, Wilcox and Santa Clara, definitely had a good season, man.
Yeah.
So it's pretty fucking dope.
And like I said before, shout out to both high schools. I know a handful of players from each team actually tuned into the podcast, and that's cool to see, man. And like I said before, I said online, starting next year, me and Coach G, we be picking one player a week for a high school player of the week because we do want to incorporate our local kids around here. That's throughout the Bay Area as well, too. So, we tune into the stats. We always keep track of all the players, and that goes for football, baseball, basketball. We give a shout out to a player each week starting next year. So, definitely tune in for that.
Oh, yeah, that's tight. Sure.
So, Coach G, we got the Indiana Pacers, Thunder, man.
Oh, my goodness. I don't want to say I told it you so or whatever, but, it was just too hard for
Ant-Man. Yeah.
He
didn't look ready at all.
Yeah, it just going back to me, it was going back to how good the Rockets played the Warriors and then how bad the Lakers played the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
And then the Timberwolves had to face the Warriors, and the Warriors were going to handle business because they weren't going to see that defense from the Timberwolves that they've seen from the Rockets. And the Timberwolves are going to finally see some defense, right? And then Curry gets hurt.
Yeah.
But going back to, Ant-Man was on a roll, but he would just, hey, guys, Superman's on the bench. If he gets up, it's going to be another ass whooping like it was game 1. I don't know. I just had that feeling, But what did OKC do? OKC handled Joker. And Joker and that crew is a championship team.
Yeah.
And, for them to handle Joker, you think they weren't going to handle Randall?
Yeah.
Randall, I think, had like 2 points one game. Completely shut down. So, yeah, man, it's just nothing to Minnesota. I just think there's a freight train right now going downhill.
Yeah. And
there is, as much as the paces to my heart, that's to my heart. It might be a sweeper.
I think it might be a sweep.
It might be the Brooms. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. If it's an OKC, it's 2-0 for sure. And yeah, they're gonna go in there and just, I love Halliburton. Sakium's the main guy, but yeah, it'll be the surprise of our. This will be one of the surprises of my lifetimes of a championship team, if Halliburton's able to pull this one off.
What do you think Halliburton be ranked if he actually wins? Now, I'm not saying like the greatest of all time, but
no, I mean he's like in NBA now. He's probably 15 through 20 because he's not going for 40. Yeah, this is just an all team. Is it just an all team?
Yeah.
Like, do they have bench guys? I miss a lot of this. I miss a lot of this. This series.
They just played well together as a team. I mean, Halliburton does go off. I mean, he does hit his threes and knocks down. I mean, like I said, they just play great as a team. They played team ball. The Knicks they just didn't play well. I don't know what it was versus
so
this team.
It was the Knicks.
Yeah, I don't know what it was versus this team where they couldn't handle it.
Wow.
They just took it to them. But as far as OKC sweeping them, I don't see a sweep.
You don't see a sweep?
No.
You think they can win one?
I think they win two. I think Pacers will pull two off.
Oh man, I hope so. Because I'm not rooting for OKC. I'm rooting for the Pacers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to see the Pacers win just because Halliburton. Because I think it'd be a funny story, because no one thinks much of the guy. You know what I mean? He's kind of like a Cinderella guy right now.
I end up having a lot of his rookie cards for some reason.
Do you?
I bet you that'll even show you how much he's not a superstar. I bet you there's still like a couple dollars.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
Man,
that's just
So what are you thinking? So you're saying OKC in 6? Or you're just saying they're gonna at least win 2, and maybe I think they can pull it off.
No, like I'm not gonna be like biased because I want the Pacers to win, but yeah. I do think the Thunder will end up winning. They are the better team. I mean, they've been the best team all year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do see the Pacers at least winning 2. Maybe game 1, game 3, 1, game 4, or maybe I don't know.
Maybe game 3 and game 5.
Yeah, possibly.
That might be it. And then they win it in Indiana.
But if I think the story will be changed if it goes 1-1 out of OKC.
Yeah, that's a big story.
If it goes 1-1 in OKC, I think that we need to kind of revisit that.
Yeah.
Because they played pretty damn good. Actually, did you see that stat the other day? It said Pacers haven't lost back-to-back games since May 10th or no, March 10th or something like that.
So they're hot.
They're
well, I wonder what seed were they? Were they like
they're the fourth?
Third or the fourth seed?
Yeah. Like to me, that's fucking crazy. Because like, I wonder how much money you would have bet for them to make the finals.
I wonder who's sitting on that ticket.
Someone's sitting on it, right?
Yeah.
One of their fans had to put that on there.
Well, indie fan, yeah.
That'd be a nice little chunk to sit on right there.
Jeez. Maybe like plus 1,200, plus 1,800. You probably put 100 down. And he's gonna win like $1,800.
Yeah, when you make a bet like that, you gotta at least put $100, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Because you go anywhere, you can leave the house right now and spend $100 on there's nothing, right? So I think, yeah, that's one of the good things to do, especially for a team you're a fan of like that. Because it's like, of course you could be rooting for them. But what's the chance if they actually do? That's a good. That's
if you're an Indiana Pacers fan, you're just thinking, yeah, we're just throwing this away.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they probably really didn't think they'll go anywhere with this team, right?
Boston was too big, and same thing with Cleveland. These guys beat Cleveland. They beat the Knicks.
No, they didn't beat Cleveland. Did they beat Cleveland?
I don't remember who they beat. What's their
No,
road?
they beat.
Did they beat Cleveland or Boston? Or did the Knicks have to do their dirty work?
Oh no. The Knicks beat Boston. So the Pacers did beat Cleveland.
They did beat Cleveland.
Yeah. They beat Cleveland.
And they beat Milwaukee, obviously, right?
Yeah. And they beat Milwaukee.
Because of the dad.
Yep. They beat Milwaukee first, then they beat Cleveland, and now they beat the Knicks.
They beat the Knicks.
That's a hard road for them.
That's a pretty hard road.
That's not just given to them.
Jaden Tatum? Jalen Tatum? What's Tatum's name?
Jason. Jason Tatum.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but he got injured.
Yeah, he tore his Achilles, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, crazy. A lot of people tore their Achilles this year.
Yeah.
Damian Lillard, too. I just seen a thing of him. He's on the treadmill already trying to figure that out. But I think it's so crazy how all these dudes are tearing his Achilles.
Yeah.
And I forgot who it was. Someone was saying it's because all the low-top shoes they wear.
You think so? Because they're all wearing 65% are all wearing Kobe's.
Yeah, that's why Kobe ended up wearing that big old boot after. Then after he went back to low top.
He went back to low top. Man, the other day I seen a dude with the at the Wilcox game. He had a GG. He had the GG tank top.
Oh, really?
Hell yeah! But then he was wearing like some pandas. Like, damn. But at least he had the jersey. The jersey was dope.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Is that like a special edition Labubu or what?
That one. Yeah, man. That's my top seller right now.
I didn't realize how like in those things are.
Those Labubus?
So I don't know if I know the Santa Clara High did it, but Wilcox, they all bleached their hair. And there was a fan, and one of our fans had like a blonde wig to be out there with the Wilcox kids. Like the same vibe, and he had a little Labubu with the blonde wig.
Yeah, yeah, those things they're crazy, bro. They're fucking money makers.
Is that what they come in those kind of boxes?
Like that right there. They're all the whole backstory behind those things is like they come like in a set of 6, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a set of them, there's a whole special set, and there's 6 of them.
So do you like buy the set and you know what you're getting?
No, you don't.
Or is it like there's 6 mystery boxes?
There's 6 mystery boxes.
Okay.
So there's actually really 7. And one of them is a secret one.
There's 7.
So
and how many total are there?
So if they put out a new set, there's 7 total. But when you buy a whole set, there's only 6 boxes. So you're hoping you get this mystery one.
Okay.
So
you're gonna get 6 out of the 7 series.
Yeah.
Out of all of them, but
yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're hoping to get that mystery one.
So how much is that 6-pack?
Online?
No, like retail.
Retail?
Like if you're somehow where are you getting this? Target?
$150. Nope. You have to get them straight from their site.
So you're able to hit Labubu. It's $150.
Yep.
And then you go online. It's probably
$300. Yeah.
300. And how much are you selling? How much? So one of those mystery ones, you can sell those individually. Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, but what I've been doing on my own Instagram.
Yeah.
I go in there, I'll put the whole box on there.
Yeah.
And do a raffle.
Man, that's cool.
So I'll do a whole set raffle, still sealed, factory sealed. I'll do 8 spots, $25 a spot.
Wow.
So I'll make $200 off it. So I'm getting the whole set retail for $120.
And they're just like little munchie cheese, huh?
Yeah. And people love them.
And so this is like the last 2 months, last year?
This has been going on for the past like 7-8 months.
Fucking Labubus, man. That's crazy.
That's what people love, man. So that's why I say, you know what? Actually, my mom's the one who was like, you ever think about selling Labubus? I said, no, I see a lot of people do it, but I didn't want to get caught into it.
Yeah.
But when she said that, I started doing it.
I mean, that'd be kind of fun just to be opening, like, I mean, so if you're able to, so hold on. So is there one that's like, I got this one and this one's worth a lot?
Yeah, that's the secret one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so for instance, I use addresses all over because when you order from the maker Pop Mart, if they see 2 to go to your address, they'll cancel one of them. Yeah. So I use my grandma's address out there in Fresno.
Yeah.
One got shipped to Fresno, and it's a Coca-Cola edition. And and she goes, you got 2 of them. I said, I told my tia Lisa, you can have one. Just open one, you can have it.
Yeah.
So she opened it. She goes, oh, it's cute, blah, blah, blah. One got shipped over there to It's a Hollister.
Yeah.
I told Dree, hey, you can have that one. Open it. She opened it, and it was just one of the regular ones too.
Yeah.
A third one got shipped back to Fresno again.
Yeah.
I told my grandma, hey, it's your birthday, you can have it. She opened it, she got the mystery one.
Yeah, the mystery one? Yeah.
So the mystery run runs about $160.
Jeez.
But she has her whole backstory why she doesn't like it. So she sent it back.
I mean, they look a little creepy, right?
Yeah.
Do y'all have their teeth like that?
Yeah, pretty much. And my grandma's into church, and she thought that was like a little devilish. So she was like, you know, I thought it's really cute, whatever, but I can't have it in my house.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
So she sent it back to me. So she goes, go ahead and sell it. So I got one of them.
Yeah, they're like hardcore Beanie Babies.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they are nowadays. It's like this era's Beanie Baby kind of. So that's what it is about the whole Labubu thing now. But man, people love that shit. And people hit me up all the time asking, hey, can you get this? Can I get that? And I say, yeah, I get it for you, whether at the right price. When I could.
Yeah.
Actually, I know Trung hit me up.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, Gilly, can you get these things? And I sent him a picture of a whole box. He goes, oh shit. So I'm a hookup Trung though.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Everybody else you got to pay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. The new fads that come in and out.
Yeah. It's the new fads, man. That is. You know, I used to see one person at the GNX Tour actually had one on too. Got a little TDE sweater on it.
No way.
Yeah. I was like, man, this shit's crazy.
Yeah, so you went to that concert?
Kendrick Lamar concert. Yep. Went over there. Shout out to my man Richie Evans. Shout out to 2T's, Kendrick, Top Dog. They all hooked me up with a ticket to go, me and my lady. Man, last second, Richie hit me up. Hey, came through.
Yeah.
He sent it straight to my phone under Ticketmaster.
Yeah. Went
over there, scanned in. We got floor seats.
Damn.
Was about 7 rows from the stage.
Yeah.
It was cinematic, man. I mean, that was probably one of the best concerts you'll ever attend.
Damn. I mean, watching some of the videos is like, fuck, man. Like seeing all the whole crowd and shit.
Yeah.
It's just electric.
It was just so. It was crazy, bro. Is you go over there and it's like everybody was just like cool.
Yeah.
You didn't see one person beefing. You seen Bloods, you see Crips, you see Northerners, you see Southerners, you see everybody together. I mean, everybody's sitting right next to each other and everybody's having a great old party. It was one big party.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody was beefing with each other. Everyone was all cool, high-fiving, dancing, whatever it was. Everybody, it was all one big party. One big united party, bro. And Kendrick just shut that shit down, man. And SZA, she a true bona fide star, man. Like the whole production. To me, when I left there, it was more like that whole concert was really like a pop out for her.
Yeah,
Kendrick did his thing, but the production for her, the stage, the lighting.
Yeah,
you left there saying like,
yeah, she's
a fucking megastar, man.
Yeah,
you know. So it's really cool how everything was all set up for her. I mean, but
so they're rocking stadium tours every
other day.
Every other day.
So I was told some information, and now I'm like, wow, like I see how this shit really works now.
Was it a long concert?
Yeah. So Mustard came on exactly at 7:30.
Yeah.
He opened that bitch up, and man, you don't realize how many bangers Mustard has though.
Yeah.
He's going through his whole catalog of everything, you know, it's banger after banger. Then he goes off stage, 8:15 hits. Then Kendrick comes out.
So he opens it?
Yeah.
So do you think he's opening everything or just in California or the West Coast?
He's opening every single tour. So he's on tour with them.
Oh my goodness.
So that's how it starts off every tour. He's the one starting it off, just kicking it off. And it's like, and even when he's there, no one's sitting down. Everybody's standing up for a whole.
Yeah.
So it started, just say 7:30. From 7:30 to 10:45.
Yeah.
everybody just on their feet, going crazy.
Jeez.
8:15 hits.
Yeah.
Here comes Kendrick coming out to whacked out Murals. I'm like, bro, like he's starting off this shit like that, and the beats going on, then you see smoke coming from the stage, and you see the GNX come up on the stage, and he's rapping from inside the GNX, and comes out. I'm like, bro, this shit is fucking nuts, bro. And you just kind of sitting there, and the whole thing is, as he right there, yeah, and the whole thing is crazy because you see how focused he is, though. He's not smiling. He's having a great time, but you just see his face like he just came here to handle business. Like,
yeah,
he takes this tour like serious.
Yeah, yeah.
Like from what I'm hearing, like his whole dietary changed, his whole demeanor of everything changed for this tour. Like, you know, like he ain't fucking around. And when you see him there, and you're like, he really ain't fucking around. And it's like, it's super crazy. I seen I seen your boy over there. Remember that barrier from San Francisco, your boy, the rapper?
Yeah, man, I was just bumping him the other day, and I was asking you, yo.
Yeah, I seen him over there.
No way.
I seen what's his name? Kevon Looney was sitting right next to us.
Yeah.
Bro, I felt so bad for him. He literally had a line like a block long taking pictures.
Way.
Yeah, it was like, and the cool thing about him though, he took pictures with everybody. He wasn't even frustrated. He wasn't even.
So while the concert's going on, everyone's trying to take pictures?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers, huh?
Yeah, like, bro, it was a whole like block long.
Yeah.
People just line up. And he was snapping pictures of everybody, shaking hands with everybody. I mean, it was super cool to see.
Yeah.
But then after the cops actually came and broke it up,
yeah,
they asked him like, "Hey, you good?" And he looked at him and was like, "Yeah, I'm good."
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, he was just there, just wanting to enjoy himself. You know what I mean?
But even for the people, like, man, you guys are missing the concert.
Yeah, that's the part I was thinking about too. Like,
wouldn't you rather be in your seats?
Yeah.
Watching the show instead of taking a picture of the Warrior?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man, but it was kind of fun.
I mean, if it was Curry.
Yeah, like there was people going right across me and Justin, like, oh yeah, I'm trying to get to Looney.
Damn.
Yeah, but
so that was on the field. You're on the field. Where were you at? Like at second base?
Nah, it was pretty much like
Where do you think you're at on the field? Pitcher's mound? Were you like in center field?
That was like center field. It was like center field, right field.
Okay.
But it was probably like in between first and second, but probably like I don't know, like
yeah.
Midfield.
And the stage is like right center fence.
Center scoreboard.
So it's facing that way.
Center scoreboard facing in. So that's how they held the whole setup. Yeah, man, that shit was just packed though, bro.
Yeah.
And there was even people outside the stadium having a party.
That's right. Yeah, why not?
They said there was close to 1,000 people plus outside.
Yeah, just get there and just party outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they actually had tickets on sale. I guess every stop actually has tickets on sale the day of. So the first person I heard that actually was in line was there like at 6 a.m. And the ticket box opened up. I forgot what time. But he ended up getting a ticket. They said the tickets were for the energy part. That's in the center.
Okay.
So the stage goes like in a kind of like a diamond.
Yeah.
And there's an open right in the middle.
Yeah.
And that's called the energy stage.
Yeah.
And that's where you see you're literally like touch them like him and SZA when they walk around.
Yeah, how they get in there?
Yeah,
you just
so
gotta wake up early.
I guess they had a couple tickets available there, and
in for there. Yeah.
One of the dudes that went early grabbed one. But I was like, damn, that's crazy. But I heard that shit's like almost like $1,000.
Supposedly, my girl said that when she went to go watch Prince in the early 2000s, that they pulled her and her friend in because she was all wearing purple. And she was in the purple section. Come on.
The purple section?
Yeah, like they probably have like the purple corner. And I'm just thinking like, what? I don't know. I wasn't there. I was thinking, what purple fit were you wearing?
Oh, that's too funny, man.
But man, I mean, to wake up early to get in there, fuck, that's sick.
Yeah, like, it was nuts, man. And like I said, it's super dope with them, to kick down two tickets, allowed me and my lady to go.
Damn.
But it was a great time, man. It was a great time. Like, once again, shout out to Richie for the lob on that, man. It was really cool, super dope. And I actually got the T-shirt for Mel.
Hell yeah!
So that's our gift to her for her graduation too. So
hell yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, man, she did it. So it's done Thursday. She knocked that out on the stage, and nice little party, and hell yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Georgie too, right? I mean,
yeah.
Georgie's another stage walker.
Yeah.
Stage stepper.
Yeah, congrats for sure, man.
Switching over to NFL real quick, Coach G. The Philadelphia Eagles made a crazy trade with Huff getting traded over to the 49ers.
Yeah.
What do you think that was about?
Did it finally go through?
Yeah, as of today.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, I told the Woohoo Man. Woohoo Man was on the text, but Norman, he sent me the text, and he didn't play. He didn't work out. It came from the Jets, was supposed to be a pass rush guy. Can't do nothing with the run game. So paid him. They paid him a lot. I feel like it was like in the 40 millions, or it was a lot, 30, 40 million. It was a lot of money for a couple years. And guy didn't play at all. So now they're sitting on this contract for maybe a year or two. And I don't know what they were going to do with it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, all right, you paid Zito all this money, and then you guys still won a championship without him playing. So they won without him, but, they're going to have to pay their guys. So for him to go to the Niners, I think they restructured the contract. So he was able to restructure it with Philly, I believe, just to get out of there and to reunite with the defense coordinator, Saleh. And good riddance. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, if it's just whatever the owner has to pay off, and that's what they're losing out on is just money, and they might get a third or fourth round pick, it's a steal.
Yeah.
Especially with the guys that these guys are picking in the third and fourth round, is going to be a solid player, and I think it didn't fit. The Jets got rid of him. It was kind of like they traded Huff for Reddick.
Yeah.
Right? And Reddick was already signed, and he wanted more money, and kind of like Josh Sweat type of thing. But Reddick was the man.
Yeah. He was. They said he actually haven't showed up for Buccaneers.
Really?
Yeah. They said
what a way of if he would have just stayed put, he would have been a champion, and then he would have went off and got paid this year. Like, maybe his production would have been what Sweat did, right? I mean, maybe they're different in age, but now Sweat was kind of like, all right, I'm here. And then Sweat came through during playoffs. Like, it's going to be interesting if he's going to be a game changer wherever he went. I don't know. I forgot where he went. I don't know if it was the Saints. I feel like it was the Saints.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. But it's going to be interesting what the guys, where they went off and got paid, to see how they do. So, maybe he goes to Niners and balls out, But
what do you think they mean by a middle round pick? What do you think that pick will be?
For as in like
because they said
who Philly would pick?
No, they're saying like that's what the trade was. I said there was Huff for a middle round.
Yeah, I thought it was a third or a four. But I mean, because there's just 7 rounds, right?
Yeah.
So
what's like fourth or fifth,
3 or
maybe,
4.
right?
So our fourth or fifth, maybe it's just how he does. The better he does, the better the pick is. I think it was the better part of it was getting this dude off of the team, and not having his contract on that payroll. Even if they had to pay, Philly pays half and San Francisco pays half. I think they had to do it.
I seen Graham saying that his production's down because he can't play in a 4-3. That's what he's saying. He was saying he has trouble going from snapping the ball to reading the run to a pass rush. They said that's what his real problem was.
Yeah.
He couldn't, and to the NFL, he couldn't really translate that well to that. So that's what they're saying. It was.
That's what Brandon Graham said?
Yeah. He said that's where his troubles really came from. But I haven't really seen him play a lot, so I mean I can't really say that. Yeah, that's what I've seen too. But going off that, I thought that was pretty interesting. So because once you're a pro, I mean, it should be clockwork for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, especially because it's not his first year either. You know what I mean? Like he's been there. So it's kind of weird if that is true.
Well, I think the reason why he also got paid was I think he had numbers. You know, where he didn't have as many snaps as some of the other guys were that are 4 down guys, but the snaps that he was in, he had a lot of sacks, I believe, you know. So, yeah, no, it's going to be interesting with how he does in San Francisco. You know. Yeah, that's going to be crazy. I wonder what Salah sees in him, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the same time too, I think they just need somebody else for Bosa. They did draft that kid from Georgia.
Yeah.
But they said that in practice in OTS he did look really fucking good.
Yeah.
He looked really, really good.
That was their first pick, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's going to be on the other side?
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, you do need a good rotation.
Yeah.
So I mean, to add him in there too, fresh guy. I mean, whether if he starts or the other guy starts, I mean, you still need some type of rotation going in there. Yeah. So I can see why they did want him. But yeah, it's going to benefit for them because, like I said, he's not a player that sucks.
Yeah, just an extra piece. For him.
just another piece.
And I think that the Philadelphia might be so loaded in that department with the younger guys, you know, where you know what, he's taking up a spot, you know, because that's what I wonder. Like those mid-round guys, do they all make the team? Like, where do they go if they don't make the team?
Well, they most likely just go to practice squad.
So they go practice squad, and they're just like, there's no minor leaguers, there's no minor D league, so they just stay ready. Are they at practice?
Yeah, no, they practice every single day.
So they're at practice with the team.
So they play scout. So
okay.
that's what they do. So it's like, you know, for instance, someone drafts a quarterback.
Yeah.
And it's defensive day. So that quarterback they drafted that's not on the team, he plays pretend Lamar Jackson. If he's built that way. If he's that fast or scrambles, I mean, he plays that role for them. But at the same time, he helps the team out. He's also helping himself out, and sometimes they say these practice league dudes actually cause trouble for these defenses because sometimes the team doesn't know them. They don't know them.
Yeah,
they don't know their tendencies and shit like that. So I mean, pretty cool to see, pretty cool to hear about too. But yeah, most of the time when people get drafted, they usually go to that the practice squad.
So they're local then. They stay close.
Yeah, they stay close.
Okay.
Or sometimes too, other teams could actually pick you up as well too.
Yes, yeah.
Because I remember that's what the Raiders did to Darren Waller because he was actually on the Ravens practice squad.
That's right.
And Gruden said he's seen him, and he was like, "Hey, who's this kid?" I said, "Oh, it's Darren Waller."
Because you got to think too, because there's got to be kids from the practice squad the year before.
Yeah.
And I bet you can only take so many.
Yep.
Right. So,
Actually, you know what's funny? Talking about Santa Clara, Ryan Cooper Jr. He actually got signed to Miami Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, actually, one of their DBs actually went down, and they actually pulled him up, and they signed him to the squad.
That's dope.
So yep. So
damn.
Shout out to Ryan Cooper Jr. Miami Dolphins.
He balled out at Wilcox, right?
Yep. Went to Wilcox. I want to say he went to San Mateo City College after. Then he went over there to Oregon State.
So I think he played with Ron.
Yeah, he actually did play with Little Ron. He was on Little Ron's state championship team.
Jeez, man, these are the Dolphins. Yeah, that's tight. So what's up with Bazooka Joe? Bazooka Joe's turning heads in Dallas?
Bazooka Joe is turning heads in Dallas. They say that on is lively.
Yeah, gosh, man. I'm telling you, man, when I seen him at was it Tennessee, right?
Yep.
It's just like, how can this kid not be, you know, one of the top quarterbacks coming out or even be talked about? It's just crazy how somehow maybe you could get put in a category of, I don't know, maybe you don't know how to read a defense, or I don't know if you know, maybe they say you're not going to be ready for the next level. But I mean, the guy looks like a massive athlete.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And You know, heavy recruited. Looked like he was heavy recruited as a college kid. You know, dude, I hope. I mean, shit, he's at Dallas, so I really don't hope now. But you know, if I hope he takes over Dak's spot.
I can see that being very likely, though. I mean,
how brittle Dak is.
Yeah,
because if he goes down, they're bringing him in.
I mean, even if he doesn't get injured, just say if he's just not doing good, like
1-4.
You have 2-5. To me, it's like he's had enough time where you don't leave him in and say, okay, you know, he'll end up doing better. He's already give you X amount of years with the same shit year after fucking year. I mean, it's kind of like roll with Joe. How much worse could it get at that point, right? Throw him in there for a game or two and see what happens. I mean, obviously that's if, you know, Dak is totally just shit in the bed.
So that means Trey Lance is out of there.
Oh yeah, he's been gone.
He's been gone?
I believe so. He's been gone. Yeah.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. I think he might be in the UFL or something like that or something.
So, but he eventually got enough millions, right?
I believe so.
He's like 20 million in, you think?
No, I don't think that much.
No?
I mean, he's probably got enough to live his life, though.
Damn.
Yeah,
but fucking Bazooka Joe, man. Who knows?
I seen videos so far of him too. He's just, that ball's live, man. It's just it's dropping right where it needs to be dropped. I mean, rollouts. I mean, he looks really focused. He looks good, man. But at the same time, it's Dak's job to lose.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, I want to see Bazooka Joe do good, man. Because in college, I love seeing him play, man.
Yeah.
That dude had a cannon. It's, you know, like I said, he's just had a loose cannon. He's just bombing it. But yeah, man, I think that he'll end up translating to the NFL. I just think he just needs a shot. I mean, he just hasn't been to a team that gives him that opportunity.
Shit, man. I mean, the Patriots got rid of him, and the Patriots are on a rise.
Yeah.
Right? So I hope their guy comes through.
But that's the thing, too. I mean, he played the last game of the season. He went off.
He tore it up. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure if he was playing against, like, top-notch competition because I don't know if whoever they're playing had the starters in or not. But,
yeah.
I mean, he still went for 2 touchdowns, I think 200 yards.
Yeah.
He threw the ball like 60 miles per hour and ends up for a touchdown. I'm like, it's some crazy shit. I mean, but who knows?
Yeah, the drama's going to be in Dallas real quick because they got Philly game 1. That's going to be – I'm thinking Philadelphia's winning that game. And then if their schedule is as tough as what Philadelphia has to go through and the Giants and Washington, they're going to have a tough schedule.
How do you feel about CeeDee Lamb and Pickens being on the same team?
Yeah, that's going to be scary with Bazooka Joe. I don't know. I can't see Dak cutting up.
Well, Dak doesn't have that arm strength.
Yeah, I don't see him. Like, it's like, I feel like, is he getting old? Like, he's old now, right? Or is he still like Jalen Hurts young?
He's not Jalen Hurts young. No, there's no way.
I remember the first time I ever seen Dak was him getting jumped like at spring break in college. There was like a World Star video of him getting jumped.
Really?
Yeah. Like Ole Miss. Where'd he go? Ole Miss?
Yeah.
Ole Miss quarterback Dak Prescott gets in a fight in spring break. And then this guy just always, like, this guy go to the Cowboys. Damn, this guy ended up being good. I don't even remember. Was he round 1? Was he a first round draft pick?
There's no way he could have been a first round draft pick.
No way.
I don't think so. What, he got drafted?
He's probably like a third round.
2016 or something like that.
I wonder what that draft class is looking like.
Just think overall as a starter, he's 76 and 46.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. 76 and 46.
And how many years have you been playing?
His debut was in 2016, so 10 years. Well, this will be his 10th year.
Wow. I bet you his record, his first 5 years, is a lot better than his last 5 years.
What? Wow, this is actually...
Because they might have won first place about 3-4 years ago, though.
This is a stat I didn't know. And Prescott started all 16 games his rookie year, leading the Cowboys to a 13-3 record.
And then they lost in the playoffs.
Yeah.
13-3.
Wow. Yeah, man, it's... Like I said,
damn, 10 years is a lot.
It is a lot.
That's a lot.
Football-wise, that's a lot. 10 years. I think they said the average NFL career for a player is about 3 years. That's what they're riding on right now.
Yeah, Bazooka Joe's not going to get a chance.
You don't think so?
Nah, they're going to ride this dude out.
The wheels fall off.
Yeah, they're not going to bench him.
Yeah, I think that's all comes from Jerry. I think Jerry fucking loves Dak.
Yeah. Like, unless he gets injured, but if they're like 0-5, are they going to put Dak Prescott on the bench and bring in Bazooka Joe? They might say Dak Prescott is injured. They might fake an injury and bring in Bazooka Joe.
They could. That could be.
That might what happen if they're like first 5 games 1-4.
I wonder what they seen actually in Bazooka Joe to get him though. They had to like him some type of way, right?
Yeah, they didn't. They could have got Shador.
Yep.
And they'd rather grab. I bet you they didn't get a lot for him.
No.
For Bazooka Joe, it was probably
fucking bag of M&Ms and a fucking Twix.
Yeah. Man.
Speaking about the Browns, they said they're having fun over there.
Are they doing good?
Yeah, they're saying
they're
saying the quarterback rooms is fun to be in.
No way.
With all those guys. Yeah, they said they said you get the old man Flacco just teaching you. Then he said they got the Flacco's having fun with the young guys, saying he's just learning and laughing with the young kids. But overall, though, they said it's wild over there. Wow, they said Shador's actually looking pretty good, though. They said he's pretty accurate. Same shit that we heard before. I mean, of course his ball is not like live, right? Yeah. It doesn't zip, but they said the accuracy and everything's there. Yeah, they said his passes he makes are good.
You gotta root for him. You gotta root for him. The Browns, our whole lives have been horrible.
Horrible,
right?
Horrible.
Man, if he's able to have them like just make the playoffs. Yeah, and Flacco's probably loving it because Flacco a couple years ago was retired.
He's sitting on the couch just chilling.
So he's just getting these millions where, I'll go play, but if I could just help these kids out. Pickett's really trying. This is probably Pickett's last run. Pickett's probably going to be the starter, right?
I think he's actually projected to be the starter.
So who are they gonna send to the? Like, are they gonna let Flacco go?
I guarantee they probably do let him go. Well, actually, you know what? I think they might keep him around. He's the one with the most experience. He's probably the one I would trust the most of everybody.
And then Gabriel or Shador would have to be the third guy, and then one guy would leave.
Yep.
Or he'd be
unless they do something with Watson. Crazy.
There's still that guy.
Yeah, there's still Watson too.
So is he in that room right now too, having fun?
Yeah.
This is unreal. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, they said Shador said that he's in every meeting. He's chatting up with everybody. Everybody's talking. All 5 of them are just chilling, hanging out. And it's just they're teaching the young bucks, but it's just so fucking crazy that they have these 5 guys all together.
So what do they do with Pickett? How do they get Pickett?
Obviously, they had to trade for him.
So they don't owe him a lot. Pickett's gone.
Yeah,
Pickett's gone.
If anything, I think Pickett was probably.
And yeah, he's gone. He's gone. He's not a starter. Pickett is not a starter. He's not. Like Philly got rid of him, and they rather have the Stanford kid. So hey, let's just bring him in, and how about Philly with whatever? Let's get rid of this dude. Let's get rid of our pick. We have too many. And then whatever material, I can't even say that word. Whatever works out. Yeah, he's got to go. But does Watson even have a chance to play this year?
Yeah, I don't think beginning of the year. I think he'd come back mid-season or something like that. But yeah, he should be able to play this year. But you know what I think was fucking crazy though too is Nick Chubb is still out there as a free agent.
Is he?
Yeah.
I mean, he was rough. He was rough when he came back.
Yeah, but at the same time, the Browns weren't all that great. Actually, they're never all that great, but he still produces though. But
I don't think it's worth kicking the can. No. Like Philly just got Dillon. AJ Dillon.
AJ Dillon from the Packers.
A big bruiser. So
I think I'd rather have Chubb than AJ Dillon. Come on, G.
Yeah, I don't know too much about AJ Dillon, but you're right. But there just must be so much baggage with him. Like even if 49ers went and got Chubb.
I think it's just
just to have that help with McCaffrey.
I think it's just a knee injury.
Yeah.
And his whole knee fucking disintegrated into pieces.
And people just don't want to take that chance. But if it's just like one or so many downs a game, I think
it'd be a good pickup for like the Raiders.
Yeah.
Have Genty and him.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
That'd be a good 1-2 punch. No letting up right there, running inside the tackles. That'd be pretty damn good.
Damn, it's going to be a crazy season.
It's going to be a crazy season, man.
And they got Gino and the Raiders. It's a Raider move. It is a Raider freaking move. Damn.
All right, G, I think it's going to wrap it up for episode 17. Any last words before we head out?
I went to that Sacramento, Oakland A's, Sacramento.
Oh, the Philly, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that real quick.
So I was telling my brother, I was like, what? I think I'm like a for sure Phillies fan. He's like, dude, you've been like a Phillies fan for like 4 years.
Yeah.
I was like, I guess you're right. But like, I didn't realize they were going, let's go. Walking in with a Phillies hat with the A's playing was fucking weird. You know what I mean? What made you feel at home is these fucking guys, when they're getting a beer, they're going EAGLES. So that's when you're like, what the fuck? I'm in an Oakland A's stadium with these guys, But what killed me was on the ticket, it said West Sacramento Athletics. I
thought it wasn't even supposed to say a city.
No, on the ticket, that's what it said. The ticket that I had, West Sacramento Athletics. And just seeing Las Vegas Athletics, it just doesn't do it for me, man. It doesn't do it for me, man. It broke my heart when they were like, let's go, Oakland. But we're not even in Oakland. Not a thing. We're not here. We're not there. But all in all, the game's dope. Like, why if you could watch a Dodgers game right there?
Yeah.
Because I was usually at my left, where you was like right by our left field bullpen, and you're right there, and Bohm was like 20 feet away. So like you're on the field.
Yeah.
And then 4-0 last couple innings, A's fans bounced out, and then we did the woohoo trick and we just went right behind home plate.
Yeah.
And got to watch Romano try closing it out, but the new kid Nick Hertz comes up. Yeah. He beans a guy, he walks a guy, and then he Hertz smokes one to left center, which was dope. So it was dope to catch that, but and then they pulled Romano and he got booed off of because all the Phillies fans were at their dugout and they're all, they hate Romano. But yeah, it was dope. It was a dope. If they're gonna be there for the next 2-3 years, I think I could catch a game. It just left at 4:00, missed the first 2 innings. Trey Turner leads off with a home run, so missed that. But other than that, got to see Zach Wheeler pitch. Wheeler shut that shit down, and then Philly strike out a lot, so their guys struck out like 9-10 dudes too. So seen Bryce Harper get beaned. He got beaned over there. But all in all, that ended up being a good series. I think Game 2 was a good one, went back and forth. And I think I didn't realize the Athletics were like on an 11-game losing streak.
Oh, shit.
So they finally won on that Sunday. But pretty dope. Pretty dope. I definitely recommend going to an A's game, this season or these next couple seasons if they're going to be there. So but hell yeah, man. That was dope.
All right, G. So we're out. Catch you on next week, episode 18.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.